What's up, Raiders? I'm Sam Stern, the play-by-play voice of the Raider Sports Network, and I'm glad to be back with you on RJTV.
And I'm Caitlin Marshall. Welcome back to your weekly sports update.
Huge boys basketball play at Highlands Ranch this past Tuesday, winning 57-52. Daniel Carr had a great game as usual with 22 points and 9 rebounds. Way to punish him in the paint, big fella. Make sure to come support girls basketball at Pondo at 7 tonight. Also, don't miss senior night for the boys basketball team as they complete their last home game of the regular season against Ponderosa here at 7. Be there. And hockey plays Valor tonight at Family Sports Center at 5:40. Big game, be there. And the Raider Sports Network crew will have the game live on our YouTube and Twitter pages.
This past week was National
RJ3, kind of like how there was the OK3 in Oklahoma City with Carmelo Anthony, Paul George, and Russell Westbrook. Those three guys are really their main guys that they focus on every game. You talk about Jamil Safdien, who we were just talking about, and Sam Bannock and Elijah Martinez, both averaging double figures too, along with Jamil Safdien. They're going to look to each other to provide those wide open opportunities, to be able to score, to be able to get wide open three-point opportunities. That's the key, is really getting each other open off the dribble, kicking out. That's the key. And if they can get Sam Bannock started, we know he's a three-point scorer. We know he can take it to the hole. He is a phenomenal player. If they can get him started and get looks, this should be a great game for Regis.
Caleb, we talk about Elijah. Yeah, finishing is going to be key. Sam, the three-point shot for Elijah this year. You've been watching the basketball team for a long time. How much has it improved?
Coming into this season on that tough loss against Chaparral in the playoffs, second round, Elijah Martinez knew he needed to work on his shot. Already coming into this season, we're 13 games in, you can already see the difference. He's knocking him down, shooting it at a 40%, which is really high for a high schooler. And as he was saying, not only is he hitting the three-pointers for himself, but he's providing three-pointers for everybody else on the team. You talk about Matt Wheelock also, who's averaging 8 points per game and coming off that bench, sometimes even starting like last game or last home game against George Washington. He has the three-point ball. Almost everybody on the team does. It's just a matter of Elijah Martinez, Sam Bannock, and Jamil Safdien finding him, and I feel like Elijah Martinez really been sculpting and paving the way when it comes to assists.
Yes, he's been doing a really good job at creating opportunities for every single player. Rock Canyon, undefeated, ranked first, 13-0. Coming into this game, it's going to be tough for Regis, right? But at the same time, they're a beatable team. Someone has to beat them. Star player Sam Maston, their guard, averaging 22 points per game. It's nothing compared to Jamil or Elijah. So that's going to be something that we're going to have to work on defensive-wise. Sam, tell us a little bit about the Raiders' defense.
Well, the Raiders' defense has always been known for how staunchly they play their defense. They're everywhere on the court. They're always looking for it. And as you mentioned, this Rock Canyon team, 13-0 first place, it's no joke. And
no.
Every year they are really one of the best teams. Last year they had Kevin Sachs and McCaw, who really paved the way to what was a top 5 position last year. And really, they were 20 points per game scorers, really reliable guys. You talk about this season, Maston and Gilbert, 20 point per game scorers. Last year, didn't get a lot of playing time. Kind of reminds me of how it works in the college games. The bench players in their freshman year usually don't play a lot. Sophomore, it starts to increase. Now that they're seniors, they're the heads of the hill. So it's now up to them to see if they can produce. And as you can see, 22 points per game, they've been producing.
Yeah, and as you said, Tyson Gilbert, another guard, averaging 15 points per game. He's another star player, both seniors this year. And so they've been on this team for 4 years now. They're going to be able to pave the way. But at the same time, Regis also has many seniors on their team that are always starting and playing. So it's if you look at it, it's an even matchup. If you take out the records, if you take out the stats, it could be an even matchup.
It is, and I don't know about you, Caleb. Watching Tama Tuateli, that's one of the first names that comes to mind off the bench. You talk about depth. That's really a big thing in high school basketball, depth. Obviously, Rock Canyon has the depth. That's why they have a 13-0 record. Although we are 12th in the state and 10-3, we have quite the depth on the bench. I don't know about you, but with Matt Wheelock, Daniel Carr, and Tama Tuateli, you talk about 3 big men that are big guys who can rebound, who all 3 can shoot. Daniel Carr and Matt Wheelock more of the shooters, Tama Tuateli more of the big. As I've been telling Nick Sanglis and our broadcasts every week, He really reminds me of Bully Ball with Zach Randolph and DeMarcus Cousins, two guys who can extend the range but are also really good guys inside. So looking to them, I really think they have a lot of depth inside.
Yeah.
And Tama, an All-American player, All-State in football, brings his talent to basketball this year, and it's really shown the teams needed him on varsity, and this year being able to get rebounds and stuff, it's definitely changed a lot for the Raider team. This year they're a lot more solid. Tonight's going to be one heck of a game, Sam and Caleb.
Yep.
Any last thoughts?
I'm excited for this game, and all I can say, if we can pull off a win, that's going to be a huge confidence builder.
Absolutely.
Regis Jesuit Raiders, welcome to Regis Jesuit Soccer 2019, Game 2 of our coverage. My name is Sam Stern along with Jake Stewart. We're excited to be with you tonight. Should be a great game. Regis Jesuit having a great season so far. 2-1 to start off their season, so pretty good season to start, but definitely not where they expected to be. And then a Ponderosa team that is 2-5. So we're expecting a great game, and we're excited to be with you tonight. Jake Stewart again. Jake, first broadcast of the season with you. Tell me how excited you are.
I'm extremely pumped, Sam. It's been a great year so far, and let's see if the Raiders can keep it up tonight.
I agree, and as I was talking to you before, both teams love to score, and both teams have forwards that can do it, starting with Regis. You know who I'm going to say, Jake. You don't know. Colton Berry.
Colton Berry,
right?
5 goals on the year, Sam.
5 goals, I know.
Putting up a stats highlight every single game.
5 goals, people, and he's doing it on both ends. He's getting back on D, and as I was talking about last broadcast with CJ Webster a couple weeks ago, they did get a new lineup this season called a 4-3-3, and what they're trying to emphasize is working it up the field, but also coming back when needed, and Colton Berry has been amazing doing this lineup, so we're very happy to have him. And then moving to this Ponderosa side again, 2-5. Chris Korn with 5 goals, a club superstar. I've watched him in Storm 02 Academy. What a player. I mean, he is going to go places. 5 goals, as I mentioned. Then Andrew Webb, 2 goals. Those two are really doing the bulk of the scoring. So when you talk about a Raiders team, they're really going to be the ones focused on scoring for this team.
Yeah, no doubt the Raiders are going to have a tough matchup today. I know they just faced Grandview last week and came up with an unfortunate thriller in the end and lost that one, but they're looking to build off that and hopefully have a different result tonight.
They definitely did, and I'm glad you brought that up. A tough loss, double overtime, Jake, 3-2. And when I tell you that was an exciting game, that was an exciting game. And, you know, that's just what we're talking about there is Regis has had a tough schedule. And there's been some games where they've played phenomenal and some games where it's been tough. And you talk about a Grandview team. Still, they're probably top 3 in the state.
Oh, definitely.
And
Sam,
to send it to double overtime, like, that really goes to show that this Raider team could actually be amazing this season.
Definitely. Shows this team's competitiveness, and it shows that they're going to be competing all season with the top teams in the state. So we'll see if they can keep it up tonight against Ponderosa, and stay tuned.
Definitely agreed. So stay tuned with us, as Jake mentioned, Raider Sports Network. My name is Sam Stern, Jake Stewart, and also while we're at it, don't forget to follow us at our social media pages for Raider Sports and RJ Media. Instagram at Raider Sports Network, Twitter at Raider SN, and Snapchat at Raider Sports Net. Thank you so much, and we'll see you in a little bit.